Could the fundamental principles of religious freedom be at risk? Today we delve into the pages of the Project 2025 document, penned by the Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank with a keen focus on public policies in the national political sphere. Within this 920-page mammoth, there's a chapter centered around the Department of Labor. An intriguing excerpt reads, Sabbath Rest. God ordained the Sabbath as a day of rest, and until very recently, the Judeo-Christian tradition sought to honor that mandate by moral and legal regulation of work on that day. Moreover, a shared day off makes it possible for families and communities to enjoy time off together, rather than as atomized individuals, and provides a healthier cadence of life for everyone. Unfortunately, that communal day of rest has eroded under the pressures of consumerism and secularism, especially for low-income workers. The excerpt further expresses sorrow about the diminishing importance of this shared Sabbath rest due to the influences of consumerism and secularism, most notably impacting low-wage employees. Of course, when they say Sabbath, they are referring to Sunday, the first day of the week. They are not referring to the seventh-day Sabbath that Jesus kept and still does, which is from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. What is more sorrowful is the idea that it is okay for the government to force people to worship God simply because the churches have failed to be a safe place for so many people to learn about God. We do not want to digress back to the 1260 years of the Dark Ages when the church and state joined together to kill millions of people who protested the mainstream church of the day. This proposition pushes against the boundaries of the First Amendment of the Constitution. This document will force employers and employees to adhere to religious beliefs they may not personally endorse or follow. Employees and employers must have equal rights, no matter what type of religion they subscribe to, if they do at all. Interestingly, the authors already anticipate resistance. On page 595, it reads, in addition, organizations should be encouraged to participate in apprenticeship programs. The text continues to advocate for a greater role of these organizations in supporting workers. They would like to have this power without being impeded by regulatory roadblocks or the bureaucratic status quo. The underlying tone suggests a level of expectation for major protests and widespread rejection. The document is eager to use the labor unions to enforce whatever they deem necessary to coerce the employer and employee to submit to the agenda spelled out for all to read. In essence, the pivotal issue here is the right to religious freedom. The Heritage Foundation's agenda may have some nice-sounding ideas. However, no government, think tank, union, or any other entity has the right to define what religion will be nationalized or how we shall obey religious entities. God, the creator of all days, did not permit to government entities to tell us when to worship, how to worship, or anything else about worship. This has been and still is a matter between God and the individual. No government should have the authority to impose any religion on any individual. As stated in the book of John 6, verse 15, when Jesus therefore perceived that they would come and take him by force to make him a king, he departed again into a mountain himself alone. For those of Christian faith tuning in, it is crucial to remember not to force any religion into any government. Otherwise, Jesus has shown us what he shall do. He will depart from us, and a lying spirit will take over. In conclusion, the implications of the Project 2025 document on religious freedom are profound and far-reaching. Please take time to read the document and educate yourself on the matter. What may seem to be godly on the surface is something the enemy would love to wear as a cloak of his own. Thank you for taking the time to engage with this important matter. If you found this insightful, please consider subscribing to the channel and sharing this video.